everyone, I'm Joey and I've got a really cute fun fold for you today. So grab your coffee. I've got my coffee here and one of my favorite cups, it's pink. And we're gonna make a beautiful card. One's a birthday card, actually both are birthday cards. So we'll get to it. Make sure that when you come on you say hello. I'm kind of scanning the screen for where to put the comments. So let me know where you're from. Let me know. Let's share how long we've been stamping. I would love to know that as well. So make sure you comment. Even if you're watching replay, I would love for you to comment and say hello. I always come back and answer my comments as well. So let's get to be friends. Okay, everyone. So I see at least one person is watching. So I'm not seeing anything come up other than a thumbs up, so that's good. So that means I'm live somewhere. It's supposed to be live both on Facebook and YouTube, but Facebook has been a little glitchy lately, so I just never quite know. But I would love to visit with you, so I'm not just here in my craft room talking to myself or my puppy. So again, just looking at the comments, make sure to say hi. And I'll try to watch for the comments. Actually, when I don't just click it up to be on the screen, they don't always pop up, but then I'll come back towards the end and make sure I didn't miss any. So, oh good, Pam's on. Perfect. All right, awesome. Pam's a very faithful watcher, and she usually checks to see if I am live both on YouTube and Facebook. So, well, all right, we're good to go. Let's get down to my workspace and we'll talk about what we're going to make today. So, if you don't know, Stampin' Up! Just made live our annual catalog. It's a brand new one. It just came live the day before yesterday, and I can open it today. In the past I wasn't able to open it, well, last month, because it wasn't live yet. But we're not going to go through everything today, but I will show you the suite I'm going to use today for one of the suites I'm using for the card. It's called Florals in Bloom, and this is the same suite that my friend Alejandra Gomez and I got together on to create our catalog kickoff that's online, both online and in person. Mine is May 20 through 22nd is the online one. Anyway, we're using these again today, mainly because I just needed a birthday card with some beautiful paper, and then I also made one with some turtle paper for my great nephew. So it's time. His birthday is coming up the middle of May. All right, let me show you what we're going to make. So this is the card. And whoops, I got all my bits and pieces here as well. Let's make sure I don't have anything else. Okay, so this is what this looks like. So that's how it opens for the big surprise. I think it's called a double pop-out card. This is what it looks like from the top. So you can kind of see how that fold goes. So I'm going to show you how to make this, and then if you stick around to the end, I've got a second one to show you as well. So, paper hoarders, my friends that are paper hoarders, including me, I put myself in that category. But every year every season, when one of the catalogs retires, I find myself with so much paper that I'm not using it all up. So we are going to use our paper. Who on here has ever hoarded their paper, their pretty paper? Let's see your comments that yes, you have been and are possibly currently a paper hoarder. I'm going to help you use it up. This fold will make, you can get 2 of these out of a 12 by 12 piece of designer series paper. You do need 12 by 12. Okay, this is my scoring board. This is called, what is it called? Scoreboard, I think. And my paper is 5.5. No, that's not the name of it. It'll come to me when I'm trying not to think about it. So this length is 5 1/4, and then this is 12. So it's your whole length of your designer series paper. So I scored it at 1. I already did the scoring, but I wanted to show you. And it's so much easier to use the scoring tool. I'm going to go ahead and score at 1. The next one is at 4. The next one is at 6. The next one is at 8. So it's pretty easy to remember scoring. 1, 4. Can you even see that? Sorry. So 1, 4, 6, and 8. So those are our scores. Again, that's 5 1/4 this way by 12. Oh, and I'll be sending the directions and all the measurements to my email list. If you're not on my email list, you can sign up today or soon. The link is in the comments. I made sure it was in the comments this time. Okay, so I know those scores aren't going to be that easy to see. So let me... I hope I have this right. I'm looking at my... Hang on, don't look for a second until I know what I'm doing. This goes... This is going to go... No, not like that. That's opposite. It's going to go like this. There we go. Okay, and then like this. Hang on. I'll show you in a minute how this is going to go. Once I get my bearings... Okay, I think that's right. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Okay, so I'll go back over that in a moment. I had to kind of figure out, if your paper has direction, it would be easier for this fold for your paper to not have direction, but mine does have direction, and it's part of the Floral Blooms Designer Series paper that I pointed out to you earlier. And so this is the basis. It's super easy. If you're new to crafting, you can make this card very easily. In fact, it would be a good one for beginners because it's a wow, and you can make the decorating as simple as you want it, or you can make it complicated if you want it more complicated as well. All right, we're going to take a piece of petunia pop that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and let's just go ahead and make sure your score lines are burnished well. I'm going to go ahead and grab my liquid glue. I did use liquid glue for this. So, you know, you could use, I wouldn't use regular Stampin' Seal. I would at least use Stampin' Seal Plus if you're not a fan of liquid glue. Or you could use tear and tape. Any glue that has a little bit more grit to it. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something. Can you guys hear me? I think I forgot to turn down the sound of my phone. Let me do that really quick here. Let me see if I can get it to turn down. I think it is all the way up. Oh gosh, I just thought of that. So let me know if the sound is okay. I'm going to click on the comments, but of course they disappear. Oh, there we are, my friends. Pam's been stamping for 25 years. I think we're about the same. I don't think I'm quite 25, Pam, but just about. Hi, Julie. So Pam, you hoard your paper. Julie, too many ideas and too little time to use all the things. I know. Wouldn't it be just a dream to just sit at your craft table and, oops, I better go ahead and got distracted. I better go ahead and put this down. Just sit in your craft room and somebody bring you your tea or coffee or wine or whatever you like to drink. Hang on, you guys. I don't think this is big enough. Just a second. Let me see if I cut this wrong. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Yeah, that's right. Somehow it just didn't look right. Hopefully I cut my paper right. You know, life's an adventure here. Yeah, I think I did. But boy, that's a narrow... Not sure what happened there. I might have... I guess it's right. It just looks like it's too skinny on the sides. It should be... Sounds okay? Okay, good. Okay, good. Thanks, Pam. Pam always checks on both Facebook and... Yeah, this is right. I don't know. It looks like that margin is too skinny, but it says it's right, so we're going to go with it. And of course, I did get glue on my fingers. I always keep my cleaning mat. I just clean my fingers on my cleaning mat. Okay, so now this is what we have. We still have just this. Our flowers are going the right way. And then we're going to, let's do some stamping and get some flowers made here. Let me grab a piece of scrap paper. I think I forgot to grab that. I've been doing a lot of stamping the past few days because I've been creating my monthly club cards using a beautiful suite in the new catalog, and I don't think I grabbed those, so I'll post them on my, you can find me on createwithjoey.com. And if you don't follow my Facebook page, it's also Create with Joey on Facebook. So there you can find what I'm doing and be part of what we're doing. We have a lot of really beautiful stampers that like to contribute as well, share their projects. You're welcome to share your projects, and we can get to know each other a little bit better. You know, for me, stamping is about community as well as making pretty things. Obviously, we like to make pretty things. These are the stamps I'm using called Pretty Florals, and they coordinate. We're going to use both of these today. This is the other, gosh, words are not coming. The other bundle that we're using today, they're both part of that Florals and Bloom suite. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp. This is Petunia Pop. I'm going to just stamp. This is the outline of the flowers, like so. And then I'm going to clean it really well. I don't know about you, but I don't do very well with open ink pads. I always get something. I'm going to just stamp this off once, and then I might have to get my head in here to get this lined up. These particular two-step stamps are pretty forgiving. In fact, I'm like way off, but we're going to call that good. If I get right over the top, I do better, but oh, you know what? We're going to stamp another part of this. So this is going to be the inside of the card, the very inside, and I'll show you in a moment how that's going to work. But let's go ahead and actually stamp taking a risk here, having two ink pads open at the same time. That is a tip for you if you're a beginning stamper. I rarely ever have more than, oh, of course, and I got ink on my card. So, you know, when you come join me, you see all the things that happen to all stampers. Getting ink on fingers is just part of it. But anyway, as I said, I rarely have, I'm just going to move that out of the way because it makes me nervous because I just never do that. Why? Because I put my stamp in the wrong ink pad, and then usually I haven't cleaned it yet, so then we have a problem. All right, so I really like Petunia Pop. It's one of my favorite colors. Let's go back and do that same thing. I'm going to stamp the outline of the flower, and like so. And then we're going to do the inside again. Now we're going to use two on the front of the card, and I have already done one, but I wanted to show you how to do it in case this is brand new to you. Oh, that one I stamped pretty well. I got the flowers lined up. So, but even if you don't get them lined up, it's okay. Hi, Georgia. Hi, Martha. Yay. Glad you're finding me today. Georgia from Central Austin. Oh, my goodness. Okay. How is the weather there? Do you have hot weather yet? I am in Lincoln, Nebraska, and we have spring weather, which means we're having some rain. This is for the inside. We'll let this sit for a moment, and we'll get this die cut. We're having some rain. We are having some nice days. Today's kind of partly cloudy. I'm going to grab my die cutting machine, but it's not hot here at all yet, which I'm very thankful. I really like the cooler weather. Get the dies out for this. and I'm not anxious for it to get hot. So I'm enjoying spring. It is spring. My lilacs on my front porch are blooming, and they smell heavenly. Go ahead and grab my Post-it tape. This is just Post-it tape. I get this from Amazon. It comes in a double pack. Someday I'll get some affiliate links set up so you can just click on my video description, but I'm not there yet. You can. This time I did actually list all the supplies I'm using in the video description. So if you just click at the bottom of the video screen, there's a little carrot-like icon, and you just click on that, and it takes you to, it'll say more or something like that, and it'll take you to all my links. So my shopping link is there, my blog link is there, my email list is there, so you don't miss out on anything I'm offering. Okay, let's go ahead and get this. You want to kind of pull this gently if you use this tape. I've never really had it tear, but you know that's always a possibility. And I usually just stick this on. Right now I'm sticking it on my camera stand, my phone stand. Because you can usually use it at least twice. Sometimes you can use it more, but at least twice. So let's get our dies over here. This set of dies has so many beautiful dies in it. I will show you. I was just looking for my cards that we're going to do at the catalog kickoff. I ordered for that yesterday, but you're not completely out of luck, because the week we do the kickoff, you can also get the card supplies. It won't have all the extra goodies and products and all the, you know, the extra things that come with my card kits. But, I mean with my class kits, but you will still be able to get the supplies for it. We'll have a special ordering special that week. Okay, let's get this. This goes on the, there's a little tab at the very top of this little stem that is specifically to put your flowers on, like so, like that. There we go. Okay, now we have a little bit more stamping, and I have a second one here, so those are ready. We're going to stamp the greeting on scrap paper as well. And we are going to do a little bit of fussy cutting. So this card is for a good friend of mine here in Lincoln. We've been friends for a very long time. She was stamping before I was, and she's still stamping as well. Oh gee, there's a hair on my ink pad. I'll get it later. Her birthday's coming up, and this particular friend is the most faithful card sender of anyone I know. She never misses our birthdays. She never misses our anniversary. And I am embarrassed to say she does so much better than I do. Although this birthday card is going to get to her on time. It's not going to be late. Making it today and then sending it today as well. And then I have also a birthday card. We're just going to fussy cut this, which just is a fancy term for cutting out with scissors. My great nephew, more ink. That's okay. He is turning 7 years old, unbelievably. And my niece and her family live in Colorado. I grew up in Colorado. My family is still there. My brother and his wife and his children, my niece and my nephew, are there. And we're going to hopefully go out for Memorial Day. We'll celebrate my great nephew's birthday. We'll take him out for a late birthday dinner. And my mother's grave is there. I want to visit her grave and plant some flowers for the summer. And hope I can go. It's not set in stone. We're just trying to work it out with my family and see who's going to be around, etc. But anyway, what are you guys doing Memorial Day? Do you have plans? I'd love to know. Let me know. Just hop it in the comments and hop it? No, Joey. Pop it in the comments. That would start with a P. All right, let's go ahead. And all I'm doing, I'm moving, I don't know, I was blithering, but I'm moving my paper when I fussy cut, not just my scissors. So it goes better if you just move your paper. So we've got that going. Okay, now I'm looking at my card for a minute and see what else we need here. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and put the front of this card together, and then we'll do the pop out for the inside. So I have already cut out, two circles, and do you think I can find both of them? I just had it. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Well, if we have to cut another one, we will, but I had it actually in my hand. That's just crazy. I thought maybe it slipped under my computer, but I don't see it. So, oh my gosh, that's just insane. Okay, oh, no, it is what it is. We'll have to die cut another one. So now these pretty little flowers, we're just going to let these peek out on the left side of this circle, like so, and then this is going to go just across like that for the front of our card, and that's all we're going to need on the front. So let's go ahead and I'm going to put dimensionals on the back here. Georgia, you're having a beautiful spring. It's not hot yet. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad you're having, there is nothing, I just love spring. I probably love fall the most, but I really love spring. And in Nebraska, we normally have a pretty nice spring. Sometimes we get a late frost once in a while, but usually we have some nice spring weather before it gets too hot. I've been sitting out on my front porch. As I said, my lilac tree is blooming right next to my porch, and it's just, I just don't want to miss it. You know, we don't get it for very long. So I take out Teddy. Teddy's our dog, and we just hang out. I don't want this too far off my circle because, you know, things get caught in the envelope then. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on my card. You know, they'll get caught in the envelope and they'll catch, and we don't want that. So now here's a trick that I didn't do on my original, but I did do on my second card that I made. You only want this adhesive on this flap. And on my first card, I tried to just stay in the center on my circle, but I think it would be better to go ahead and put it on the flap itself. You just have to be careful that it's not wider than your circle. So taller. So I'm putting this here to just kind of give me a guide that I don't want to go below or above. So I'm just squiggling on some liquid glue, and then we'll go like so. Then I don't have to guess if I've got the glue just on my circle. I kind of have to hope that I got the glue only on the flap, because you need this to be free. See, because they're going to pull with their hand here to open it like this. Hi, Diane. Just got watching you. Oh, Donna, hi. Welcome. And Pam's having a nice spring. Oh, yeah, Martha says, so Martha lives in Colorado as well, and she says, spring is bipolar. Right, Joey? And yes, Colorado spring is bipolar. We are going to put gems on this, but for now, we won't do that yet. I'm going to try and keep this, again, pretty much on the circle. So I'm going to kind of turn it over here and see if I can't stay within the circle. and without putting my dimensionals in a place where they're right on top of the flower dimensionals, because that can make your card, well, it can make it bulkier for mailing for one thing, and then it can also make it, I like to do 3 dimensionals to kind of give it some security. It can make it bulkier, and plus it looks, you know, it looks off from the front. Now, you know, most people are not going to look at that because most people that you send it to are probably not card makers, so they're not going to say, oh my gosh, she's got 2 dimensionals in one place and it just looks off. But you and I, we know these things. Okay, so I'm going to put just a little bit of adhesive where there's not going to be a dimensional, but where it's going to kind of cross over on the flower stem. So I'm just going to pull these off. Let's see. Donna, get a notification when you started. Donna, you're saying you did or did not get a notification when I started? You know, I don't know. But you're on YouTube, right, Donna? Or are you on Facebook? On YouTube, I don't know. You know, I set it up on YouTube. I schedule it on YouTube right when I schedule it on my computer program. I want this all to kind of connect here. Let's do You Make Me Smile. I think I want this down just a touch. I want to see the top of that flower just a little bit. Let's see. Okay, that'll be okay. We'll put some gems there. I think it fits okay. We're going to say that's good. But now I have to make another circle that I just had. Oh, here it is. Yay, it fell under a piece of paper I had on my desk. Okay, so just as a reminder, I'll send the tutorial. It's already done, all the detailed descriptions, and then I also always include the list of supplies I use, just so if you're not familiar with them, you don't have to look them up. So this will go out on Sunday. I usually I've been sending them on Sunday, so just make sure you sign up by then. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit more die cutting. So actually, we're going to set this aside for a minute, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do for die cutting. So I have a piece of petunia pop here, and then I'm going to grab, these are the dies that go with this beautiful set. These big letters and sentiments, they have a shadow. So by shadow, I mean one is darker, it's bigger, like this is the shadow, the petunia pop shadow, and then the white detail. Gosh, words, they're not coming today. All right, let's go ahead and do lovely and white and lovely in. This might not be big enough. No, it is not big enough. I don't know what I was thinking. Let me grab another piece of cardstock. I don't know what happened with that. That's certainly not going to work. Let me grab my paper trimmer. I do like my cardstock to be pretty close to the size of what I'm die cutting, because here, let's do it this way. Am I in the picture? Yeah, I guess I'm in the picture. Pretty card from Ontario, Canada. Oh, thank you. And you are watching on YouTube, Donna, so that's good to know. My friends, you know, I've been on Facebook for live. I've always uploaded my live videos to, let's just make sure about this and just cut that big enough. But Facebook is getting so glitchy, and they won't keep my videos up anymore. They'll only keep them up for as much as 30 days, and even recently, I feel like they've been taking them down. Anyway, so you can find me on YouTube, Create with Joey, on YouTube, or my name, Joey Hartman, at Joey Hartman, comma, Stampin' Up. All right, now we're going to die cut this shadow and then this detail. Now on this white piece, this is just a piece of basic white cardstock, and you will not be able to see this, but I have added some adhesive. I got it bumpy there, but that won't matter. Some self-adhesive, what is it called? Adhesive sheets. I'll get them out in a moment so you can see. And then you want to make sure when you do this that you're die cutting on the side of the cardstock, because we're going to make a sticker. That's what the self-adhesive sheets do. They make a sticker. And for these teeny tiny little detailed letters or anything like this that you have to stick down, that's very tiny. I think I'll go backwards just because I've got that adhesive sheet on my white. It just makes it easier. I'm a big fan of liquid glue and mini glue dots to stick things down. Now I'm going to leave this in the die for a minute because I saw something on a video a couple weeks ago. Actually, it wasn't using this set, but using die cuts like this that have the shadow. And this one we are going to pop out. Or are we? Hang on, I got to remember. How did I do this? I'm going to pop out everything that's supposed to pop out. And I think it is popped out. Now, on this one, we'll see if this works. I think this is how she did it. First of all, we got to take out these things that we don't want in there. You know, all the extra little loop-de-loop things that we don't want in a video. Let's get this one. Okay, and this one. Okay, now, what she did, this will probably be a mess, but what I think she did was to take off the little protective backing here. So I'm keeping my die cut sticker in the die. And then we'll peel this off. That's the cardstock. We don't want that to come up. Okay, and then, wait a minute. I think I had to leave this in too. This is not very helpful, I realize. So, because these two line up exactly, wait a minute. It would have to be like this though, wouldn't it? Well, I think what she did was just line this up. Well, how is this working? Never mind. Oh, maybe it's like this. Never mind. I'm going to do it the way I always do it. Never mind. Sorry. I don't know what she did. I can't remember. Somehow she lined the die up on top of the other die without taking the cardstock out of the dies, and it worked out really well, but of course that was not working for me, and I got confused. Imagine that live video. Okay, so now what I usually do, honestly, is I do the one end, and then I bring it over to this end and do the other end of the word, so the very end of the word, and kind of get that. And then there we have it. And that did actually go pretty easily. So there you go. It's pretty easy. I made it look like it was going to be hard because I thought I was going to give you a tip that didn't work out. So there you go. Sometimes I actually do give helpful tips. Actually, I hope I normally do, but today was not that day. So that's all right. Let's go ahead, and for this I am just going to use, I think I'll just use some mini glue dots on the back of this one, because it's going to hang off of our circle. You know, I did that trick when I made my sample card, and then, I don't know, nothing looked right to me when I was trying to show you what I did, so never mind. I'll figure it out, and I'll come back and show you actually how to do it. So I'm just rolling up mini glue dots. Mini glue dots will hold these really well. It just takes a little bit longer to get them all. And I'm not putting on the very ends because I know that's going to stick out. So we're going to just get as much as we can on the circle. Like so. There we go. Now let's just take the stamps and put our greeting. I'm gonna, the front says, "You make me smile." This is gonna say, "Have a lovely day," for her birthday. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just follow the slant of my words, my big word. I think it looks better than trying to put the letters straight. Do you know what I mean? So I would, well, it looks fairly straight there. But what I'm saying is I'm trying to follow this curve of the letter. There we go. You know, stamping is not a perfect, stamping is not a perfect hobby. I mean, I guess some people do it perfectly. I am not one of those. I do really love stamping, but, you know, it's not always perfect. And, you know, that's what makes it handmade and, you know, that makes it human, you know, that we can make mistakes. All right, so now this remember this from the top, this one is going to be the pop out. This is the fold that is the mechanism to make it pop out. So what I'm going to do with this is going to be only on that fold. I'm going to do the same thing I did on the front. I want to make sure I don't go over the side. I am going to take glue and I'm going to make sure I stay on this half of the circle. So there's the fold. I'm going to stay to the left of that fold. And this, you do need this to be really adhered well. So again, if you're not a fan of liquid glue, just make sure you use something like either tear and tape or you know what, I might curve this up just a little bit. It is going to show here, but I think with all the flowers going, it's not that big of a deal. And then that makes the pop up like that. Okay, let's decorate the inside of the card. Let's grab just some plain basic white. We already did our flower. And the reason I cut this smaller, so this is only 3 inches this way, and that's because I don't want the white to show over here. I want that to be pretty much hidden. So now what I did is I took a birthday greeting from Birthday Celebration. This is not in the catalog. This is online. But I really wanted this big birthday. So happy birthday from that stamp set. And that's what we're going to stamp again with Petunia Pop. Again, stay tuned for the end and I'll show you another really cute card I made. Oh, you know what? Let's do birthday first. Make sure we have room for the happy. As I said, for my great nephew's birthday, so I want to show you that one too. Honestly, that was pretty much the inspiration for the, whoops, what am I doing here? I'm trying to, that's not glued down yet, so let's just go happy. And we can straighten it up, I guess, a little bit. I thought maybe there wasn't going to be room, but there is. There we go. Oh, I forgot to tell you, too, there's an ordering special, or not ordering, a joining special right now. So if your wish list is growing and you'd like to get your products at a discount, a minimum 20% discount, you can join right now and get extra products. Usually it's 99. Oops, we didn't do happy. Let's do happy before we get too far here. You get $165 worth for $99 and there's no shipping on it. So keep that in mind. I would love to have you join my team. I have a lovely team of lovely ladies. They're so sweet. They're very creative. And, you know, the vast majority are hobby demonstrators. They just join to be a happy shopper and shop at a discount. They can also order early. We can always pre-order. So some of us have had these products for as much as a month ahead of time, which is sometimes nice with the days of, you know, shipping shortages and supply chain issues. Okay, so I'm just making sure I'm right in that corner because I did want it to be at least 3 inches so I had some room to write. So there we go. Happy birthday. Let's put some gems on this. Anyway, I would love to have you on my team. So if you're interested, I did put a link to join into my blog where it tells all the benefits of joining my Stampin' Sweethearts team. And I would, if you have any questions, just make sure to let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them. No pressure of any kind. This is just supposed to be fun. So just let me know if you need some questions answered. See if I can get my light. Okay, I'm going to grab these. Are called Starburst Sequins. And they have Petunia Pop on them. So I'm going to use these. Let's put one down here, maybe. And then there's 2 sizes and there's 3 colors. So there's Petunia Pop, Crushed Curry, and white. So there we go, that one. Let's go ahead and put some on this one. Now, again, my friends, I was thinking of you and me, those of us that have a lot of 12 by 12 paper and they're just storing it for like the perfect occasion. That's what I keep it for. It's like, oh, I don't want to cut this yet. And I won't lie, the first cut of 5 1/4 into a 12-inch piece of paper was a little unsettling. Let's go ahead and secure this a little bit more. Make sure those folds are really folded well. But what do you think? This is so easy, you guys. You can make this. I want you to use your paper. We can always buy more, right? We can buy more paper. Let's see. Diane's having a beautiful day. Oh, Donnie, you love my channel. Oh, I'm so sorry. But you watch every week. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you are so sweet, Donna. Yes, I have seen you comment before. You are such a sweetheart. Thank you for saying that. You know, it does make my day. Let me put my face back on here. As I said, stamping for me is a social thing most of the time. Obviously, I'm stamping in my stamp room quite a bit of the time on my own. But when I prep projects, I'm always thinking about people getting together, or maybe even just stamping with me online, or stamping, you know, taking their kits over and stamping with a friend in the afternoon. And I know several of you that do that. And so I hope it brings you joy to watch what we're making, and I love that you love my channel. You cannot know how much that means to me. Okay, listen, I have got another card to show you, so I'm going to put myself back down to my desktop. And look at this, you guys. This is my nephew's birthday card. So this is with the Turtly Awesome stamp set. What do you think? So we've got this cute little guy. He's a baker. My dad was a baker, so my great-nephew's great-granddad was a baker. So we've got a birthday cake. He's holding it. This little arm pops out on the die. And we've got hooray. Same idea, same fold. Then we've got this guy's holding an ice cream cone and a balloon. And then we open all the way. Hope your birthday is turtly awesome. My great-nephew is into turtles. Well, you know, whatever those cartoon turtles are. So there's this one. And then here's the one we made today. Okay, my comments have disappeared, so I'm going to bring them back up and click on them and see. Oh, I'm glad you liked the card. Oh, Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Thank you for sharing, Cindy. That's so nice of you. But everybody, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love for you to subscribe. If if you enjoyed the video today, if you're watching on Facebook, I would love for you to follow me on Facebook and like my page. Okay, and some really cute cards with the turtles. Julie, oh, I've got some other turtle cards here too. So actually, this one was the inspiration for this card. This is a lady that I have swapped with for multiple times. And I mean, look at the detail on this card. So I have not gotten an embossing folder for this card yet. I just didn't know if I needed one more embossing folder. But look, both of these cards use it. And I got both of these in a recent swap that I did with other demonstrators. New catalog swap, and then she used this one too. This is a fancy fold, but she used that embossing folder too. So I guess it's going on my list. This is a cute fun fold. We might have to try this fun fold because I have done it a long time ago. So there's that one, and then this one. So I'm getting warmed up to the turtles. I did not love the turtles. I'll be honest. I was like, really? I don't think they're that cute. But I did purchase it as one of the after hours. Oh, what am I doing? Let me leave this all up here. As one of the after hours events at Stampin' Up for at On Stage, and I bought it for that. But honestly, I didn't even make the cards. But I brought it home, and I have seen some cute cards with it too. But anyway, so I would love to have you. Oh, Dawn, thank you so much. You're so sweet. So, I do have a gift for you this week. So, I have made up multiple packets of these. There's an embellishment, not a new embellishment, a retired embellishment, and a fourth of a pack of designer series paper, 6x6, and 5 of my handmade cards. I think I made up a lot more. I didn't bring them all over here, but as a thank you for your order of $45 or more this week, you will get one of these in the mail from me. So that's my ordering special, and I want to bring you up once more, and I'm so happy you like my card. I was excited about the fold on this card, so I'm glad you like it too. And I hope my friend loves it for her birthday, and my great nephew as well. Thanks so much for being here with me today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Got to find the button to turn it off. This is always, an adventure. Where is it? Finished. There it is. Take care, everybody. Bye.